what's the difference between a query letter and a synopsis? My name is Jean. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. If you have ever applied for a job, that might help you when we are talking about like query letter and a synopsis. If you think of these as like stand-ins for a cover letter and a resume, except that they're both always required for every single thing that you're doing. So a query letter is a lot like your cover letter. So a query letter is between 250, 500 words, somewhere-ish in there. It usually needs to fit on a single page. That is a way of you pitching your work and yourself as a business partner to a literary agent. And so you are saying, here's the book that I've been working on. I'm the person who wrote it, and here's why I wrote it or why I'm qualified to write it. Would you like to work with me? And you're basically trying to sell your work. That is usually going to be like one paragraph of metadata, like the word count, the genre, the audience, the pitch, that kind of stuff. Comp titles will be in there. And then 2 to 4 paragraphs that are talking about the plot, and mostly it's stakes and character for the novel. And then 1 paragraph that is about you, the author. So it's the hook, the book, and the cook. Those are the 3 elements of a query letter. And then a synopsis is a 1,000-word document. This is usually going to fit on 2 pages that summarizes the core central plot of the story. This is going to be drier. This is going to be a little bit more boring, and it is going to spoil the ending. This document exists for one purpose, and that is to demonstrate that you have told a full, complete, and satisfying story that matches genre expectations. So we need to see the ending spoiled. We need to see the main central plot. We need to see a straight shot emotional through line. Like, we need to see a story that makes sense when someone is just reading it all the way straight through. This can be a very much, this happens, and so that happens, and so that happens, and so that happens, until we get all the way to the end. It should be cohesive, should match genre expectations, and it should be complete. The query letter is you pitching yourself. The synopsis is demonstrating that this book is going to be worth it. We do not want a literary agent investing dozens of hours in something only to get to the end and be like, it's not finished. Or they subverted genre expectations in a way that is really upsetting to most of the readership. I can't represent this. That synopsis is a time-saving document, and so it needs to demonstrate a pretty important skill before a literary agent dives in and reads the entire novel.